Hey, beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you are having an amazing day or night, and I am so glad you have joined me here today for this reading. Today's pop-up is going to be a doozy, you guys. We are going to be talking about the truth that this person refuses to tell you, the secrets they're keeping, what is going on within them that they refuse to share with you. We are going to be unpacking that all for you here today. I hope to bring you clarity and insight in today's reading, as well as maybe some guidance and advice towards the end of our reading here today. One tidbit of information: this may or may not be about your specific person. Whoever came to mind when this reading found you, or whoever you intuitively feel this reading is about, that is who we are talking about here today. Listen to your gut, listen to your intuition, and as we go about today's reading, always take messages how they resonate, and only if and when they resonate. Leave behind any that do not. You don't have to force this reading to fit. In fact, please don't. If you are watching this and it's just not fitting right, or it's not sitting right with you, you may have just felt drawn to me as a reader. You're welcome to check out other readings on my channel if you would like to, because today's going to be some tea, you guys. It's going to be some drama, and I feel like it's going to be a very specific message. I already have a lot of things pinging through as I was pulling the cards, so I'm going to spare you all of the details. We're going to hop right into it. If you do find yourself resonating with the message today, even if it's not the happiest of messages, I would love it if you'd let me know by liking the video and subscribe for more in the future. Okay, so representing these truths this person refuses to share with you, we have Mars, Resin, Lead, and Saturn, the Judge, the Lover, Vulture, Tarantula, and Scorpion. So bits of confirmation. I'm noticing the triangle here as well as the upright triangles right here that represent fire, the fire element. We do also have some air coming through. So you or your person could have significant fire or air placements. I did specifically just hear Gemini, so Gemini energy could be really important. Sun, moon, or rising signs, possibly even Saturn or Mars placements as well could be significant. So if you happen to know your astrological chart, maybe take a peek. Or as we go about today's reading, if you know who this reading is about and you happen... Hi, Wally. If you happen to know their astrological chart, maybe give that a look too for extra confirmation. And of course, I'm not going to ignore the fact that we have a Scorpion here. Scorpio energy could also be significant. So anyway, let's hop into it. Another side note, actually, you see the symbol right here and right here on the lead card? It's alluding back to the energy of Saturn. So something about Saturn could be really significant. Saturn is about structure, permanence, stability, and also karma. Somebody might be going through a Saturn return right now that happens roughly every 29 years. So somebody could be roughly 29 or 59, I believe. Why can't I do math right now? Somewhere around their 60s. Okay, anyway, let's get into it, you guys. This has probably been a roller coaster of emotion with this person, and this has probably been an incredibly difficult connection. I'll say that much. Hasn't been easy breezy. It has not been easy going, because at least on this person's end, they are pivoting back and forth between two very, very different energies with you. On the one hand, they feel drawn to you. They feel passion for you. They want to be with you. They want to embrace you and embrace the love that they feel for you. But on the other hand, they are so resistant to this, to the point where they might even be unkind. And I gotta tell you, because I love each and every one of you so very much, if you're in a connection with somebody who is being mean, if they're being negative towards you, I would recommend getting the heck away from that connection. Even if you love this person, even if they love you, you deserve better than that. Get help, get support, talk to friends, talk to family, but don't be around people that are mistreating you. You deserve better than that. I don't think that this person is full on like angry towards you, but I feel like it's more passive aggressive. I'm getting a very passive aggressive energy from this person where, let's say they talk to you and you are wanting more affection, or you're wanting more communication, or you're Wally, geez. you're wanting something from them, they're more likely to push you away and maybe even say something mean like you're too needy, or you want too much, or you're high maintenance. Instead of actually listening to your emotions and your concerns, they will push you away. Hold on a second, you guys. I gotta get Wally out of here because he's being a little bit too vocal right now for me to focus. So give me a moment here. Come on, buddy. Go get your food. Go get your food. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. See what I'm talking about? There's like a very chaotic energy going on here from this person. The funny thing is that they feel very stuck on you, and they're loving all of the attention and energy they get from you. I have a feeling that you might be like more anxiously attached to this person, or you're wanting to go towards them for love, for affection, like you're willing to ask for it, you're willing to, meet them halfway, you're very giving towards them, and they're kind of the opposite. They're more stonewally, they're more shut down, they're more closed off. They might even call you too needy or want to push you away. But the funny thing is, the truth that they're not telling you is that they're stuck on you. They don't want to let you go, but they also don't want to give you what you need to feel fulfilled in this connection. Honestly, I'm not liking the energy here. I feel like you can probably do better than this person. In fact, I know you could, because they got a lot of inner work to do. And they're refusing to unpack that. Unfortunately, it seems like this person has a lot of built up resentment that has probably carried from connection to connection, and it was present with them long before they met you. They're having a really difficult time forgiving themselves and others. They're probably very grudgy. They're probably a bit resentful, spiteful. This person's angry inside. They're fighting with themselves, okay? Now, I myself am a Scorpio sun, whether we're talking sidereal astrology or tropical astrology. I'm a Scorpio through and through, right? So no shade to my fellow Scorpios out there. I feel like they get a bad reputation, right? And I'm not saying your person is a Scorpio. There's a point to this, I promise. Scorpios, when healed, are some of the most loyal, loving, ambitious, amazing people you'll ever meet. Okay, I love my healthy Scorpios, but they get a bad reputation as sometimes being angry or resentful or vengeful or spiteful, right? When they're in an unhealed state. Your person's giving me that vibe right now. And I'm not saying they have to be a Scorpio. And I'm not shading my Scorpios. I'm a Scorpio. I love me some healed, beautiful Scorpio energies. But what I am getting at is your person is taking on those qualities, and that is how they're behaving in this connection, but they refuse to take accountability for it. Scorpio is ruled by Mars and also Pluto, side note. Your person's Mars energy is really strong, but it's very unhealed. They're very angry at themselves. They're really angry at everything in life, and I think it's mostly just a projection of how they're feeling about themselves, and they might be projecting that on you. They have a lot of forgiveness. They have a lot of healing and purging that they need to do, but they're refusing to do that. And they're projecting this nastiness inside of them onto other people. Like they feel like the judge of the world. Like they can do no wrong. It is your fault. It is their fault. It is everybody else's fault but their own. That is what your person is experiencing right now. And I don't even want to say your person, because I think for a lot of you out there, this isn't somebody you're currently seeing. So I'm just going to say this person. And if I say your person, just know that that's not what I mean by it, okay? This person is angry at the world, and they feel like it's like they get to be the judge of everybody else, and they refuse to tell you that. I don't know. I'm not getting a very good energy from this person, honestly. Like they might be the type of person that gaslights or projects or blame shifts. I'm getting that type of vibe from them. So maybe it's a hot and cold roller coaster, very black and white, because this person is unkind, I will say, pushes you away, you go away, and then they very quickly are like, oh no, but I liked it when you were giving me that attention, or oh no, I want you to be stuck on me because I'm still stuck on you even though I'm stubborn and I'm not going to work with you on things. And they're at this constant state of being at a crossroads where it's like they know they want you, they're stuck on you, they love the attention they get from you, they love the energy they get from you, but they also don't want to cross over and do that healing work and also meet you in the middle and give give you what you need. That is what's going on here, and that is what this person is refusing to tell you. The truth about them that they refuse to speak out loud and admit, because this person isn't wanting to do their healing work. And, you know, I love everyone, okay? I hope your person / this person does get to that point, you know? Maybe they're very wounded and it's been a very long time and they haven't gotten therapy. They haven't done that inner work. It doesn't seem like this person has. And I hope that they get the healing and the help that they need, because they're just really angry at the world, I guess is a good way to put it right now. Is this person is angry at life, they're angry at the world, and they want to blame everybody else but themselves for it. Jeez Louise. Okay, so I'm going to hop into the tarot. This might be a shorter message than usual. I'm just going to go with the flow here, and not, you know, I'm going with the flow. I'm not going to structure this reading like I typically do, more than likely. We'll see what happens, but I don't like being in energies like this. I just hope this person does their healing work, and I hope that you do the same, and you don't put up with any BS, because you deserve better than that, okay? So let's see what's going on with this person, their true thoughts and feelings that they're not sharing with you, that they refuse to admit. They're hurting. We have the Three of Swords coming out as the first card. They're hurting. They're upset. They're grieving. They're stuck on this negative energy and they can't get themselves out of it. And when I say can't, that's an illusion they're putting on themselves, because they can. They can pull out of this if they choose to, but maybe their ego is telling them it feels more familiar, comfortable, and safe to stay in this angry, hurt energy versus actually letting it go and forgiving themselves and forgiving other people. They're very, very stuck, okay? I just heard greed when this came out, and that's not a typical energy I get from the Ten of Pentacles, but what I'm getting here is this person may also be suppressing love emotions and trying to replace them with money, with greed, with power, with business, whatever it is for them, okay? So they might also be very materialistic, but they try to play it off as they're just a really hard worker, or they just had a busy day at work, they can't talk, they're too tired, they've been working all day, they're getting out of debt, or they're trying to buy a house or something like that. They might even use money as almost like a scapegoat for their feelings instead of actually doing their healing work, okay? The other thing is that I think this person really at some point in time has seen a future with you. They want to be with you, but they don't want to be with you in the ways that you need them to show up, okay? We'll get a couple more cards out. We have the Two of Cups. We also have the Eight of Wands and the Seven of Swords. I don't know. I'm really not liking this person's energy too much, you guys. I feel bad for them, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. It's a very immature energy, I guess I could say. The Seven of Swords and the Nine of Wands. This person's hurting. They're projecting a lot of their issues on other things instead of taking that accountability and healing and doing that work. They do, or at one point in time, have seen a future with you, have wanted to be with you. They really do view you as somebody, or they did at some point, that they could have a real love connection with. But what I'm seeing is they're not willing to put in the inner work it takes to actually maintain a love relationship. It's like they want it. They want to have that. It's like they want to have your undying love, affection, and attention, but never take accountability for things that go wrong. Like, they're more than willing to be there for you when you're showering them with praise and attention and love and adoration, but the second you're like, hey, you know, I really would like it if you'd call me in the morning, or, you know, text me more often, they're like, oh, you're asking for too much, goodbye, I'm out, right? They love it when you give them attention, but from what I can see, they're not willing to give you the same in return, at least not in the ways that you might be asking for or need. And so again, this person's operating in a very low energy. I'm not liking it. They keep a lot of their stuff to themselves, though. They may even be a bit deceptive. They're a manipulator from what I can see, okay? And then we have the Nine of Wands coming out, which to me is saying they're lacking in the ability to self-reflect, or they're refusing to do that self-reflection, to look back on their past, to actually unearth it, purge it, forgive it, heal it, move on from it. They're lacking in the ability to actually do that, or when they do, they quickly avoid it and distract themselves with work or with money or with material things, because diving into this pain is too much for them. They just can't handle it. They don't want to do it. And they'll take all the praise, love, and attention that they can get from you and other people. But when it comes to actually sitting down, buckling up, and getting to their own inner work and improving that, they don't want to. This person gets their validation and their energy from other people and their praises. They don't seem to want to give it in return, though. So I don't know, your person / this person's got some inner work. I hope that they do their healing. It's not liking it. I'm probably going to cut this reading fairly short, you guys, because I just, from a reader standpoint, don't like it. And I don't know. I will never tell anyone what to do. First of all, if this reading doesn't resonate, don't force it to fit. Like I said, this is very specific. But if at any point in time you feel like you're in a non-reciprocal connection, I would recommend getting the heck away from that, because there are so many people on this earth that love you and will love you for who you are, the beautiful soul you are, that will meet you halfway, that will meet you in the middle, that won't play games. And you deserve a connection like that. You deserve friendships like that, romantic relationships like that. You deserve all relationships in your life to be at least somewhat reciprocal, not one-sided and conditional. You deserve so much more than that. Okay, we have, I watch your social media. I know you don't feel the same. I don't know what you want. And I can't reach out. So the funny thing is that I'm under the impression you've probably told this person what you want and what you need, or you've at least tried to be open and communicate with them about that at some point in time. This is almost like them gaslighting themselves. I'm going to be so honest with you right now. I don't know what you want. No, I think they know exactly what you want, but they gaslight themselves into acting like you're too needy or you're too much. Or something like that, instead of actually like saying, I'm going to reflect on this and see where this person is coming from. They just don't seem to want to do that. You may have blocked this person or cut them off. They could still have access to your social media. If they don't, maybe they still reflect on old, texts between the two of you, or pictures, or I just heard fake account. Maybe for some of you, this person made a fake account so they could like lurk your social media or something. I don't know. I feel like you'll know if that resonates with you. Maybe you've moved on. Like, I feel like for a good chunk of you watching, this is a past person for you. You've moved on. You realized this was not going anywhere. You got sick of it. You tried for a long time. It didn't work out. You moved on. And this person is like still stuck on you, still wanting you to be stuck on them. But they feel like they don't have access to your energy anymore. Okay. I've been hiding something. Yeah, a lot. Their emotions, who they are as a person. Not surprised. We also have, I thought about you today. They think about you a lot. We also have, are you ready for it? This person, if you are no contact with them, might be thinking about reaching back out to you. So just be aware of that. If you only knew how I really feel. Yeah, I mean, this person, like I said, they're not just like a monster. They do seem to love you. They do seem to really love the attention you've given them. But are they loving you from like a healed place? I would say like absolutely not. I was going to say probably not, but I heard absolutely not when I was about to say that. Because they don't know how to unconditionally love themselves. They don't know how to properly love themselves. So they don't really understand how to properly love another person. When it comes to relationships, love is not just a feeling. Love is an action, right? And if you want to have a healthy relationship with someone, you need to, show up and love them in the ways they need to be loved sometimes. It goes far beyond just an emotion. And that type of love is not enough to maintain healthy relationships, right? You need to be able to compromise and love someone to the point where you want to understand what they need and what's going on within them, not just when it's convenient for you, okay? So that's what's going on with this person. I'm going to get some tiles and charms out just for bonus info and confirmation. But I feel like, you know, if you're still here, you probably know who this person is. It's probably not going to take you by surprise. Okay. Okay, so N came out first. That could be important. This is a blank. T, A, Z, L, Y, and R. Lars, Tarzan, I don't know. Nat, Natalie, Natty. I'm going to leave this here though. Take your time. We might have more letters come out here. Okay. We have O, S, and Q coming out as well. So if you need time to see what names, words, or initials come out there, you can. Whoa. We have the only two charms as swans. This one is upside down. I'm curious if it's going to be the white swan, but they're facing each other. They came out like facing each other. Hold on. It is. This could be a divine counterpart situation, okay? But if that's the case for you, your divine counterpart, this person is they still have a lot of healing to do, okay? They still have a lot of healing to do. They love the push and pull dynamic the two of you have. They might love the running and chasing game. I would say you do you. Like, I'm not going to tell you what to do here, but focusing on loving yourself is such a beautiful gift you can give yourself. It really is. And this person's got a lot of healing to do. They got a lot of inner work. There's nothing you can do to do that for them. Give them the energetic space and time to work on themselves. And if this is really something that's meant to be, it will be. You can't mess up something that's truly meant for you, okay? But, you know, if you feel like you're hung up and you're always at their becking call, you deserve so much better than that. So just, you know, I'm going to get you a couple extra messages just for you here today. This person's energy has been so ridiculously heavy. I want to get you some refreshment. And I do tend to end my readings with a message just for you, the viewer, to help you reset your energy. I'm going to get you a couple more here today. So I invite you to pause the video if you need to. Envision yourself calling your energy back to you again. You can grab a glass of water, take a couple of deep breaths, but bring that focus back on yourself again, not towards this person, okay? And we're going to get you another bonus message. Just watch out for a second because I thought the deck was going to fall. Okay. Jeez. I do feel bad for this person. I hope they do their inner work, but that's a conscious choice they have to make for themselves, just like everybody else. Okay. All right. You got harmony. Life has a natural flow. Everything has its cycle. Every stage has a unique meaning and purpose. Flow with life and live every day in harmony. Okay. You got the hawk. Pay attention. A powerful message is being communicated to you now. We're not just talking about this. I feel like that's the reading as well. So I don't know, maybe some of you need to rewatch certain sections or something, but that's your call to make. You also got the turtle with calm. The turtle wisdom teaches us about walking our path in peace and sticking to it with determination and serenity. You may be encouraged to take a break from your busy life and look around you or within you for more grounded, long-lasting solutions. And then this is your affirmation of the day. I'm holding it up so you can affirm it with me. You can do that by commenting it down below. I have everything I need within myself. Just believe in yourself and allow yourself to grow. You have within you all the resources you need. And then I did just hear prayer, so maybe some of you, it might benefit you to take a few moments in prayer. I'm a big supporter of prayer on the channel, but of course that's your call to make. I'm going to leave this reading here though. I understand you might not like it. It was an honest message. If you could support the channel by liking the video, if it resonated, I would really appreciate you. And subscribe if you're new. I am going to leave this here and go recharge my energy. I hope you have a blessed rest of your day or night, and I do hope to see you around the channel in the future. Bye for now.